Everybody, it's Stuart here from Hot Forex. It's the last trading day of the calendar month. It's 31st of January, and we've had a Fed re-rating of the dollar. Patient and solid. Economy growing solidly, not strongly, and from gradual rate hikes to we need to be patient. They're the two key words that stood out of the statement for me. And across the board, the dollar weakened here against the euro and the Aussie were the particular strong movers overnight as the statement and the press conference unwound. Euro initially didn't break through the 115 handle, but it's been through that overnight, and we're sort of holding that so far this morning as well. Not quite sure where it's going. Next resistance here is the daily R1 here, which is now at 115.20 zone, so a strong euro, obviously clearly a bit overbought here, excuse me, on the 1 hour chart. But if we go to the daily time frame on the euro, you can see we're relatively well bid here from that big candle here on the 25th, so over that key 115 level. And you see on the daily time frame, the R2 level coincides with the 200 period moving average and the top of the Bollinger Band, and the top of those over those candles there at 115.56. So watch 115.50 for a next target zone for euro up on those higher time frames. I say intraday today would be looking to hold this 115 handle. Some bit of data out of the euro area today. We've got GDP, we got some retail sales figures. Let's have a quick look. Flash services out of Spain is one that's just jumped off the board. That's a beat, but the CPI was, the GDP was a beat. The CPI was inflation slipped a tick. Big miss on German retail sales figures as well this morning. 4.4% decline. Euro dipped a wee bit when that came out, but we've gone back over this sort of 115 handle. So the other key mover and the commodity currencies in general, but Aussie was the outstanding one here. Big candle again over the key 72. So 72 is all the way down here now, strongly through 72. 72, 75, and again up on the daily time frame, you see we're sort of turning around. It's picking up, but again we're running in to a key resistance zone here on the higher time frames. R1 and the 200 period coincide again there at 72.96. So 73 is next big strong resistance zone for the Aussie against the dollar. Pound obviously gained a wee bit, obviously still dogged down by the Brexit uncertainty. We've run into R1 so far this morning, which is now sits at 131.50. Obviously less of a bit of a tick up there. Not a great deal of Brexit news yesterday. The opposition leader did meet with Mrs May, but it was a bit of an acrimonious meeting. So a big flat no from the EU as far as the votes from the previous night was concerned. So very much in Mrs May's court what she does next. It's going to be a long 2 weeks to the 13th of February, one would guess, and a lot of volatility on the pound crosses. Stocks obviously got a big boost from the weakening dollar. We had a big rally up here. 270 is the next 2,700 is the next key level here on the S&P 500. Big rally up yesterday, and we're just stalling just shy of that 2690 this morning. As I said, commodities were a big beneficiary as well, obviously, as the gold. So as the dollar's weakened, gold held 1230 overnight. So again, another big strong candle there. And we've held the gains again overnight, so we're holding 13.20, I should say, not 12.30, but 13.20. Strong gold price, and oil also got a bid, not just from the weakening dollar, but also news that Saudi Arabia have cut, or the US have cut exports of Saudi imports. And obviously the unwinding situation in Venezuela. Venezuela now having problems actually meeting some production. So oil continues to gain 54.85 overnight. First resistance is now here at the psychological, very significant psychological $55 a level. Pivot point is just north of $54. So key dollar range for oil today. So take care. Watch those euro numbers this morning. This afternoon it's all about the CAD GDP and some Chicago PMIs. The freezing Chicago, minus 32 degrees centigrade, plus the wind chill factor making it even colder in Chicago. So watch those data points this afternoon. Take care. We'll see you all later. Bye bye.